is an important milestone in a long process of planning, budgeting, more planning, Jeff, and hard work to make Morton High School the best possible learning environment for our students.
The biggest thing that we're so excited about is the classrooms, and our classrooms being right next to each other for our freshmen to be, our teachers and our freshmen to be in that team concept. As many of you know, our middle schools right now, they travel within teams, about 135 students per team. Well, we're continuing that model here. We do that right now, but you know, it's not as easy of a flow for our students, and this Freshman Academy is going to be able to allow for that to take place.
Visitors will not have access to any student space unless invited, and that's a much better security scenario for the school. Currently, visitors who come in the auditorium entrance, once they get a visitor's badge, they walk through the auditorium lobby and straight through the student cafeteria in order to get where they need to go to see a principal or see, like I said, the counselors or the deans. That's not a very good security scenario for the school. We want to make sure that visitors have access to the things that they're here to do, but not have access to spaces that they shouldn't be in, as I said, unless invited.
When the project began, we were challenged to help create a 21st century learning environment that would be second to none in the state or in the country. And I'm confident that you're going to be impressed by the Freshman Academy. That's clearly the showpiece of this project. It has a great room with classrooms that surround the great room that allow us to put learning on display and to allow for collaboration and socialization with the students, and that's the showpiece of the new design.
A little bit about the schedule. The Freshman Academy is planned to be open for school August of 2019. The student services area, A Hall, and all the administrative wing will be complete for Christmas break of 2018. So the administrators and students will return to that area when they come back to school after Christmas.
First, we have representative from the 21st District, State Representative Savan Tavares. Also with her today is Dina Garcia. From representative from the 24th District, Lisa Hernandez's office, Mike Erickson and Rosa Guyton. Of the City of Berwyn, Robert Lavera. Also with him today is Alderman Avila and City Administrator Brian Papps. Joining us from Stickney, the Mayor of Stickney, Jeff Wallach. With him today are Beth Lucas and Joe Lopez. From our Board of Education, Board President who just gave our welcome, Mark Kraft. Board Vice President Lito Minetti. Board Secretary Jessica Jaramillo Flores. Board Member Jeff Pesek. Board Member Sandra Thompson. Board Member Cal Luanga. The Principal of Morton West High School, Mr. Josh McMahon. Also from the school administration, Christina Kavanaugh, Assistant Principal. Our Director of Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Jim Zindel. From the architect, the President of the architect firm FGM, John Ochoa. He's going to introduce the rest of his team when he speaks shortly. The President of Vision Construction, our construction management company, Mr. Jim Fergia. And also with us today is my predecessor, the superintendent who was here to get all of this planning started, Mike Kuzniewski. So there were some folks who could not be here today, but obviously give a lot of support to the schools and what we're doing here. And so briefly, I just want to acknowledge Senators Lanik and Sandoval and Representative Zalewski who were not able to be here today, along with the mayors who were not able to attend, Mayor Tobolsky and Mayor Getty, along with the town president Cicero, Larry Dominic. And also before I bring up Mr. Ochoa, I just want to mention again too, the collaboration that we've gotten from the city of Berwyn has been phenomenal. From town manager to folks with public works to folks who have to give approvals for things like the parking coming off of Home Avenue, and just giving us advice on how to best handle things like drainage and all those kinds of things. So Mayor Oliveira's staff has been nothing but phenomenal as far as getting things rolling with this process. So very much want to appreciate that.